Hooray! Alright, hello everybody. Today we are playing a special game. We are heading to the east instead of continuing our journey into folklore folk song as we have done the last couple games. I'll explain what the game is about in a minute. Real quick. So the crew, you were busy in folk song. Many of you are in Yoke trying to get your way into the Adventurers Guild, try to figure out what's going on with the writers' strike. All that stuff's happening. You guys are still there doing those things. So we are visiting, we are going to Bone Meal for the first time. If Nika wants to move the screen, I don't have much else to say here. Oh. Recap for... I did not get a new mic, which... Oh, sorry. Anyway. So, Rupert has been made aware of... You'll figure out why, we know. So we have the Diggy Hole games are going out again. Once you get 4 of them, once 4 of them are gotten, the 4 people that got them are the players for that Diggy Hole game. They're going to be traditional dungeon... traditional, I did air quotes, you guys can't see it. Dungeon runs. We're going to go through dungeons, we're going to get cool items, we're going to keep going down, and we'll see that later in this game, so... I don't know what Nika just said in the chat.
That your mic is so much better now, but we haven't changed really anything.
Is it?
But if everybody, if this is good, we will literally never move it. We will leave it exactly where it is, untouched, not adjusted, only this forever.
Yeah, well, it doesn't go anywhere then.
It's
so everybody,
fate.
And we still have the 4 pawns up. I don't know if anybody got them with the recent buy right there. But there are 2 2 pawns and 2 7 pawns. They are the white and black pawns. When you get them, you get to decide what they look like, and your character trains them. There will be a competition in November to see which one of them becomes the leader of their people. And as they rank up, they change. If once they get 3 levels, they can become a knight. Once they get 4, they can become a bishop. 5 becomes a rook. And it goes on from there. So, with that, I think we'll get right into the game. We've got a lot of games this month, everybody. I'm looking forward to all of them. Chess is canon, but it might not be the chess that you expect. But anyway, today we have Cassidius, played by Cowboy.
Howdy, howdy.
Sorry, Cassidus. We have Valentina, played by Awks. I just saw Rupert.
Howdy.
We have Howl, played by Lancer.
Hi.
Wait, yeah, Zero Lancer, right? Yeah, that's right. And Flynn is played by Flynn.
Howdy.
Alright, everyone. You get called. I'm not sure if Flynn gets called. Oh, yeah, sorry, everyone. There's also a gag order going on right now. And as you might notice from my art, this will be a situation I'm going to have fun with. I'm not sure if Flynn gets called, but Flynn, you are definitely here. We're in the boneyard. And, you've all been invited down by Rupert, specifically, and it says, on your invitation, first mate Rupert. It's just hello everyone, Howl, Valentina, Cass. Then he looks over and looks at Flynn, and he's just how do you feel about... And he leans close. Spiders.
I mean, they're kind of fun to play with.
Would you... He looks back and forth. Kill a spider?
I guess it all depends on how big the sucker is.
Hypothetically, it's bigger than you are.
You know, I'd have to get back to you on that one.
Rupert looks up at you three. I don't know if Flynn's cut out for this job, but you three, will you murder a spider with me?
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
that don't sound too much like a problem.
Sold. He looks over at Valentina.
Val is loading ammunition as we speak.
Rupert puts up his, like, he doesn't have a pinky and an index finger, but he throws up the metal horns anyway. He's like, I've got a contact, and he, like, rubs his, like, the brim of his hat, which is too big for him. I have a contact in a town called Digburg, and apparently I have some claim to this town. Not 100% sure what's going on with this, but this world's weird. Anyway, Cass. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you said Digburg, as in the rich part of these? That
They were
Digburg?
rich, according to this. They've all got swindled by some snake oil salesman.
Sounds about right.
Town's fallen itself victim to the oldest trick in the book. Faith.
Have more dollars and cents.
Well, they did. Now they probably have none of both.
They sure got a lot of faith, though.
My contact has asked us to put together a small posse, and he waves at you four. Arm them to the teeth, and he waves at the table, which has just like it's just a pool table, by the way, that just has 6 shooters and revolvers, like lever action rifles, armed to the teeth. You also see the old style bulletproof vest, like just like a sheet of metal for your front and your back that you could put over yourself if you want to. You can wear them. It does make you heavy, but it does give you 1 hit of armor. And like they're all roughly will fit you. And he's just like, I put together this team because I figure you 3, 4 counting Flynn, who I'm still not sure on, have no hang-ups on a little. And he like opens a revolver to check it and then closes it. Wet work. Can I say that you'll help out? You will be rewarded quite handsomely. And I do have to make this clear. I am not giving you these orders as... Wait, this voice is wrong. I'm not giving you these orders as, like, first mate.
Do the officers know about this?
He looks back and forth. If I said yes, would it make you do it?
I mean, I don't care either way.
He looks Val right in the eyes and like moves the brim of his really large hat. It's like, huh?
I don't want to get written
You're
up.
just asking me to kill things. I'm not going to say no.
I have this letter from the captain. And he holds up a letter that is clearly drunkenly scrawled, but it does have the captain's signature on it. And it appears to say, Rupert can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Well, this is some fancy calligraphy, I see.
Flynn's eyebrow kind of goes up. She looks down at the writing.
Well, I'm in. I'll. Did you want one of these? The furry one? I have an exoskeleton. I'm good. I'll pass Flynn one of the vests over there.
She'll start packing it on.
Yeah. There's also 3 cowboy hats and like 3 leather dusters that'll fit you all sitting on the table, except for Cass, who is clearly already dressed for the occasion.
I feel compelled to wear these. It's
Well,
just
guess there's no reason not to. You have this armor. I'll
Apparently,
go up
where
and
we're
I'll-
going is
Duster
fairly
on.
dusty.
I refuse to wear a cowboy hat, though. I'm not doing it.
You
I
got
will
Flynn in.
put on
Come
the
on.
cowboy hat.
Do you guys think this one's a little big? It's-
It's Flynn's. Take it.
Just a
Oh
tiny
yeah, this one's a
cowboy
little.
hat.
Yeah, this one's a little tiny on my head here.
Thank you.
Flynn pulls up her bandana over her face, looks all official.
Mr. Howl, I can stab this thing and put some ear holes in it. I can do it for Flynn too. I'm no seamstress, but if it would ease your comfort.
We get a montage of Valentina sewing up Flynn's hat.
Yeah.
Hey Flynn. Side note: be careful with that bandana. Once you get into town, you gotta take it off. Too many people be trying to rob around the parts
Oh,
of
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I just figured since we have dusters and all this other stuff, it's gonna be fairly dusty wherever we're going.
No, that's
May
fine.
as well get prepared. Yeah.
That's-
No, I'm not gonna wear. I'm not gonna wear essentially a mask once we start talking to people. That's a little suspicious.
Rupert nods, just like, so we're all in. Excellent. Mr. Meth, can you help us? And Meth here comes from behind the room, clearly listening to the whole conversation, but at least having the decency of acting like he wasn't. And he's just like, oh, you need that? Absolutely. And he pulls a sheet off from a huge box. Like, this box it's probably 10 foot long and at least 6 foot wide. It's huge. And he's like, all right, I'm going to need somebody to help me get this in the carriage. And he looks over at the crew. Because Rupert's just, like, cleaning his pot. Like, he's just, like, picking his claws, like, super enthusiastically while looking away from you guys.
Well, I guess I'll help. No.
Me too.
Flynn also assists after looking at Rupert and doing a little sneeze of disappointment.
Alright. So everybody helping, give me... Oh, actually, everybody give me a 20-sider. 19's very good. 12 is very good. It's good. 3's not the best. But with the 19, I'll give it to all of you. Especially since I assume somebody's gonna raise it by 1. Yeah, it's ant strength all the way. You guys realize that Valentina could be handling this by themselves right now?
Oh, thank you all for the help. Yep, lean a little this way.
It's just that Val can't see over the box while carrying it up the stairs. But Val, the things you know from a 20, A, you recognize the sound of firearms in there. At least not like you recognize the sound of a shell rolling around, like something got loose in there, and it sounds like there's a bullet rolling around. But it must be huge. Like, this bullet must be gigantic.
Sounds like home.
And Howl, you see that there's no like logos on it. This box has been spray painted over, but this is the same stuff they use at Fish Tinger Industries. Like, when you guys pack up weapons, you pack up weapons in boxes that look like this.
Very familiar with this.
And you guys are just loading in. You do see a very stereotypical Wild West wagon, like at the top of the stairs, that has been pulled up because Rupert already thought you were going to just agree.
Feels like home.
And Rupert comes up behind you. First, we gotta go past Folger Light. We can't go in, but I do have agreements that they'll let us pass. And for everybody, this is Folger Light. Like, we are taking this path down in front of Folger Light and into Bone Meal this way. It is the dangerous path. If you do not have permission by the folks at Folger Light, they will electrocute you. And you know this, Cass. Like, you 100% know that it is a ridiculous risk to go that way without permission.
Are you sure you have permission to be traveling?
He pulls out a sheet of paper. Anything I want. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well, happy birthday. Y'all don't want to die, but happy birthday.
You're not allowed to die on your birthday. You're born on your birthday.
You should
How
tell
many
it to some of
birthdays
the
have
people
you
that already has.
had, Mr. Rupert?
Now Rupert is currently looking up lost in philosophical thought. But we're gonna like go to the wagon and like you guys get on a ferry and the ferry crosses the water and you guys get into the desert section of it. And if you're wondering where Maple or Truffles are, they are pulling Rupert's wagon, for the record. Maple is Osiria's bug pet, and Truffles is Krieg's pet.
I hope we got permission to use these. It's gonna be a...
Rupert holds up his sheet of paper. Anything I want.
All right.
So you, as you guys go through this, like right now the ground is rocky. And Cass, you know that this is rocky ground, but it does lead into some like severe dune territory. This is a trading path. This is usually the way that the Holt go. The folks from Holt go. But you do feel like a niggling sense of nerves at the back of your neck because you do know that this place is dangerous if you are not invited or not allowed.
Got a slight feeling somewhere. But let's hope that paper works.
So Flynn and Cass, can you both roll me 20-siders?
Of course.
Yeah, 19 and 16. So absolutely. You both feel it. Flynn, your fur starts to stand up on end all over. Like you can feel the electricity in the air. And Cass, you can start to see around the edges of there's like a signpost near you. Around those edges, it starts glowing blue, like it's about not blue, like green, like it's about to get struck by lightning.
Guys.
His ears bend back.
Guys, it looks like we got company.
And not the kind we can likely dodge.
And that sign gets obliterated by a blast of lightning from the sky. So, like, you guys don't see any clouds in the sky near you that could have caused that. Howl and Valentina, please give me a 20-sider for you two as well. That one is very, very poor warning. That is. That's a rough one. Okay. Howl, how did you react? How did you dodge the ball of lightning that Valentina did not.
Saw the glowing and just took a couple steps to the side. Just trying to take it all in.
Valentina, floating in front of you, and just like when you were looking to the, if you were looking where the lightning struck, like that's basically on your right, we're gonna say it was like over here. As the lightning struck and your head turned that way, the cart ran directly into a floating sphere of lightning that just looks like haze and light to everybody else. But it looks like Valentina hit a bug zapper. Her arms are flailing out to the side. She's taking damage. And Rupert dives to the ground for safety.
Right around the time that Flynn is like screaming at him.
Like Rupert just like he has turtle shelled himself into his hat. So yeah, you guys can do whatever you want right now. You are like, there is a large set of ball of lightning, and it has Valentina locked in it and just getting shocked. That is what you see.
Flynn is going to jump over to Rupert, shouting at him.
You see a note creep out underneath the hat.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says anything I want, and then slides back in.
Did you bother to tell them that?
Cass, this is not an attack from the Fulgurlight. You know what those look like. They Cass, you remember the stories of when Fulgurlight is like attacks, and you see dark rolling clouds that will come and like strike like distinctive lightning bolts, is how all the stories go.
All right.
I think I might be able to get him out of this.
How much?
Yeah, so how does that look?
I just hold my hand up and think real hard and just pull with my mind, the big brain that I got.
Alright. Give me a 20-sided. Did I say that you took 4 damage, Valentina? Because you did. Oh, that 4. Okay. So as you pull with your mind, you do it 100%. Like you pull Valentina, and then you just happen to see connected to Valentina is this cloud. As it just like chain lightnings from you to Cass and back to Valentina, dealing 2 damage to the 3 of you.
May have made a big mistake.
Flynn was too busy yelling at Rupert to get shocked by that.
You could have given us a warning next time.
Next time I absolutely will. That's my fault.
Val's gonna jump out of the wagon, seeing the comrades being shocked. Or attempt to.
Oh yeah, Val definitely got clear from the pulling cleared it. It's just still like following very close at this point.
DM, is it following the wagon or the ant?
The thunder thing is just like right here. It got pulled with Valentina. So I think that is if you jump clear of the wagon, it's over here. The wagon has stopped, by the way. Sorry, it's not moving anymore. But yeah, any of you can go at any time.
Okay.
I'm a,
One thing I will have to question is why we decided to take a dang old wooden wagon when we have knowledge of null metal.
I don't work with no metal.
This would be a great time to.
Aesthetics.
you don't want no mill out here, anyways. Stat. Lightning appears anywhere out in these parts. Seems like the sand be kicking up enough spark just to shock anything nowadays.
So,
So
thinking that
ball
this is
lightning
something residual.
Also, I'm a.
What's that?
No, I call upon the winds to push this lightning ball back from where it came.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, give me a 20 setter. Alright, so yeah, you managed to like. What's it look like? Because like the way that I'm seeing this is, you're less using the real winds and more just like you making like a static current somewhere. What do you send to this thing?
I pretty much. I'm gonna send it straight, pretty much, into the dunes.
Okay, absolutely. So yeah, you guys managed to like get it out of here, and you see it like disperse into the dunes, and it does. As it hits a sand dune, you see lightning arc out between like piles of sand, and it almost looks like it's like bubbling from the way the lightning is rippling through it. And all of it, have you guys ever seen the thing where you can make sand become non-Newtonian so you can swim in it? Like, that is what it's like. The sand in that dune, after it touches it, loses the ability to hold together. So some of these dunes start collapsing, and some of them just like staticking next to the one next to it. Almost like the dunes are alive, but almost like that. Not as though they are, but that is how the lightning is acting in this sand.
Much obliged, Mr. Cassidus. That hurt. Thank
Anytime,
you.
partner. Anytime.
Rupert just like peeks up out from under his hat. Good job.
Rupert, the way that you've been acting right now, I got a question. Are you gonna help us fight these spiders, or?
I can fight spiders. Spiders are my natural enemy. I don't know how to fight lightning.
Me neither.
Fair enough.
I figured one of you four knew how to fight lightning.
Huh.
And then he like mounts up behind Maple and Truffles and just like, let's yee this, huh? And he slaps down the reins, and you guys start off through the desert.
Oh, bless your heart.
And then Cass, we are now getting into like we have definitely crossed into bone meal now. We're in definite bone meal territory. Like the I gotta roll that 100 thing. A 9. What is a 9? So a 9 is a small thing of kerosene is sitting back there in the wagon with you.
Hmm. Well, hey
Who packed this
Rupert.
kerosene?
What's this? What's this kerosene for?
He's like turns. He's like, why'd you put it there?
I don't know. Just in the wagon. Hope y'all didn't steal this wagon.
No, this is my wagon.
All right.
On the side of the wagon, it says something that has clearly been scraped off, and then says Rupert's. Yeah. And so you guys approach this town of Digburg.
Yep.
So that's what. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
That seems slightly horror here. These.
So that's what it looks like as far as like a background. Here's what it looks like on the map. Digburg is your standard like Western style town. The one glaring bizarre thing about it, some might say, is it has what appears to be a bottomless pit directly in it. And they have been mining it forever. Although from where you're standing, you don't hear any of those mining instruments. You don't see the mining crews that you're used to seeing.
Impressive tunnel.
Something's kind of off here.
Rupert looks around. I'm supposed to meet my contact somewhere.
What?
Well, do you think maybe they got some sort of bar or something around here?
I'm sure they got a saloon. Knowing these people.
That's good for meeting people. Like, I'm kind of
Can we
thirsty
please
too.
go to the saloon? I need this.
Yeah, the saloon is right here.
Lead the way.
Seems like the best place.
Rupert parks the wagon. And he ties up Maple and Truffles. And she's like, I don't think it's safe. For them, I'm going to the saloon. And you do see Rupert like pull out 2 6-shooters and like a holster and the whole 9 yards. But then he also like pulls out like a cutlass, like a pirate cutlass, and straps that on his side as well, just in case. Also, Rupert has begun walking on his back 2 feet for this. No clothes.
Flynn laughs. Flynn laughs and says, I see you're getting ready for a whole list of events here.
A hoedown.
A hoedown. That's
Hoedown.
usually a party. That's usually a party, but we will go with it.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah, I read that, Nika. He's got his own guns.
Right. It
No.
We gonna get thrown through a window. Well, I'm gonna get thrown through a window, just like the last time.
Is that a thing that happens?
I think that's called being defenestrated.
Let's go.
Oh,
That's called getting kicked out.
Either way.
All right, let's follow him in.
I'm gonna get myself a lemon drop. She just strolls in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, here it is. This is the bar called the Spire, and immediately outside you see some kind of mechanical wagon that looks a lot like a spider, and 3 spider guards all over the outside. They are both spiders and cowboys, for the record. They are each armed with 4 6-shooters. They can stand bipedal. And they are all wearing like bandanas with a red cross across the mouth.
Oh.
They are not attacking you. They just see you coming. You know that they could have started sniping you when you started to head to the Spire.
I'll tip
Flynn
my
pulls
hat.
down her, Flynn pulls down her, why can I not think of what it's called? Her bandana, and she will nod to them and smile.
They tip their hat. They're just like, "Are you here to see the good doctor?"
I suppose. She looks over at Rupert.
Rupert's just like, You can take the lead on this one." And you do see him like trying his best to not go for his gun.
You're the one who knows who we're supposed to be meeting here. What's the guy's name?
I don't think he's here. And he looks around at all the spiders. I don't think this is a good place for him to be.
Ooh. We get some refreshments while we're here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I want to. Yeah.
Absolutely. The doctor is in fact in.
Do-
So go
does-
on in.
Does
Go ahead.
Cass know about these spiders?
Roll me a 20-sider.
Does Val know
yeah.
about these spiders?
So, yeah. Also roll me a 20-sider.
Ooh.
All right. Between the two of you, what you can put together is biology from Valentina, location from Cassius.
Cass.
I'll say it eventually. These are burrowing spiders. They are from significantly more to the east. You see them usually past Plum Bob, but unknown what they're doing out here. But they do have they run in gangs occasionally. This is a larger group than you've ever noticed because looking around behind you, looking into town, you can see the town is also full of them. Normally they can't afford things like this mechanical spider. It looks like it might have been built in the Neverglades. It definitely has the squirrel, telltale markings on it. It is the carriage is not alive, and it is not a sentient robot. It is just it does what it's told. Oh, and Valentina, for yours, these are burrowing spiders. They are looking at Valentina like they would like to eat you, but all at once they turn and look at Valentina, look her up and down, and 2 of them just put one of their hands on their heart and say, "Hail the Queen," in unison.
I'll mirror the gesture.
Yeah, and the mechanical horse, the mechanical spider opens the door for you guys to go in.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
Flynn strolls in.
won't seem like too much harm.
So as you walk in, the bar only has spiders and this guy over here. And he sees you all come in, and he has a plague doctor's mask on, and you see him shoving food up underneath the mask and just and then you just see him sucking his 3 spider fingers on his hand, and he's just Hello. What brings all you here today? You need some Kieran? I got Kieran.
So what?
Flynn points back to Rupert and says, "This one here says we was looking for a doctor."
No. Flynn, I think you misunderstood the situation.
Possibly. What do you say, Doc? How's it going?
The doctor stands up, and he is what if a centipede, like not a centipede, what if a centaur was a spider situation? He has an insect chitinous front with like two long arms, but then like it goes down into a segmented. His abdomen is an entire spider's body with long like burrowing spider legs and like sharp, like razor sharp claws as they like
Whoa.
dig into the wooden floor with every step. It's like, I'm the good doctor, proprietor, and current mayor of Digburg.
Mayor.
How can I help you? Are you here to contribute to the cause, or do you need healing? Donations are welcome.
Oh wait, you said you're mayor. What? I heard about the mayor from here. Oh, what happened to him?
Oh, he's visiting with the nurse. He'll be fine shortly. And you see him like reach at his plate and grab a little bit more and stuff it underneath his plague doctor's mask.
I am a little injured. I didn't want to impose though.
Cass kind of gets a little suspicious, but
Where's
tips
the
his hat
nurse
anyway.
typically stationed?
Oh, hello? Hello's in the back room. Oh, you wouldn't want to disturb her right now. But I'm sure I could help you out with all of your needs. And he looks you all up and down and just like, do you have something for the whole? Something to commit to the universe. It will cure you, most assuredly. You look like adventurers of some stature.
wait, why are y'all chucking stuff down it? Again, this town usually mines the hole. Heard of all sorts of crazy stuff even being dug up from under it.
She's like, you haven't heard the word? Oh my. And like you see him move over and like a couple spiders like pull out like running around the room, begin like setting up like a pulpit situation. Like he is standing behind a podium. And he's just like, oh, have you not heard the magic of Digburg? Cures any wound, mental or physical. Absolutely zero chance of failure. What you do, you see, is you cast a magical item into the hole and believe with every part of yourselves. And once it falls into the hole, you will begin feeling it immediately. The rapture of it curing. And one of the spiders comes out. He's just like, I didn't have an arm. Like this arm, I lost it. But I cast some magical coins in there, and poof, the next day, my arm was back. And then another one's just like, I was blind in 3 of my eyes. But I cast in my magical shoes, and now, look at me. I can see you clear as day.
What?
It's like, surely, do you have any injured friends or family? You could even cast an item in for them, and it's guaranteed a heal situation.
I'm injured right now.
Then let's go. Come, ants.
I
Let's get
mean,
to
we
the
had
hole.
there was other business that we were here for, but I do want to go to this hole. Mr. Rupert.
Rupert just looks back and forth. He's like, okay.
Oh.
Are we all leaving to go to the hole? Is that what we're actually doing?
With drinks in hand.
I'm gonna grab a
Yeah.
drink first, and then we can go to the hole.
Absolutely. All of you tell me what your drink is.
Oh boy. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that lemon drop I was asking about. Mostly lemon, though.
Boy, howdy, if they have it. I'll tell you what. Digberg serves some of the best moonshine, and I'm gonna take some of the top shelf moonshine.
Flynn is not going to drink the lemon drop because she hates lemons, but she's keeping it.
I will also partake in some moonshine.
Water.
Nice.
But held in some sort of curled up leaf.
They have them. It's just kind of dried out, but like, they definitely have them.
I'm still gonna drink it and then eat the leaf afterwards.
Like, the good doctor looks at you and just like, ants.
It's refreshing.
And she's like, no, I get it. Ants drink water. Weird, but alright. So as you walk through the town, as I lead you around, you see there are some very colorful people around. They are wrapped head to toe in colorful cloth. The exception is, like, you can see their feline eyes through the, like, is the only thing that you can see as far as, like, their bodies. But the rest is all cloth. And Rupert's just like, none of them are them either. It's just like,
Mr. Rupert, could you narrow it? Is there like a description of your contact that we should be on the lookout for?
oh, yeah. And he pulls out a piece of paper, and he's just like, we're looking for a cat. He wears a hat. Didn't want to say that. And he goes by the name Juxta.
I'll take notes.
So if you see a cat wearing a hat named Juxta, let me know.
You had a name for your contact the whole time, Rupert?
Nobody asked. Also, I forgot.
Forgot to ask.
Okay, it's fair.
Cass does again sigh and just looks at Rupert. And then just looks back at the good doctor and just continues walking.
And the good doctor is walking through the street, like, and he is walking up to people and, like, giving them, like, handshakes, and, like, he's doing the, like, kissing baby situation, and everything that you've ever seen a faith healer do, that is what the good doctor is doing.
He's so
As
popular.
we're walking out of the saloon, Flynn is going to kind of casually hover by the mechanical spider and act natural
Yeah,
as
that's a
she
20-sider.
yeah. One moment.
Problem?
Oh well.
Alright, so you can get that cloner on it,
Mhm.
but you are 100% going to be seen doing that.
Okay.
or like you can realize, or you can just like catch the person watching you and change it and just like brush off your shoe or something, and you can make it look like you weren't doing anything.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend like I wasn't doing anything and just admiring the craftsmanship of this giant mechanical spider.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you something. So it is, you can see the fact that it holds things in it. It has a large cavity in the center that looks like it's all wires, and I think it's made, you think that it is made to look like there's nothing under that, but there's an immense cavity, about the size of what your standard, like caravan wagon would hold. Like, it could hold an immense amount of stuff in there. But now you know that that's there.
Yeah. And I will continue along with everyone else.
Alright, so roll me 20-siders, everybody except for Flynn. Let's see if you guys can spot Howl, you really like those ones. Alright, here we go. Let's see.
I'm drunk on moonshine right now.
Howl, drunk on moonshine, is like buying into everything the good doctor is saying. Like, Howl, he has you around the shoulder and he's just like, come with me. Like, this is going, like, you will see it'll be fantastic. We'll look at the hole, you'll cast something in, and we will, like, you will feel the warm, healing embrace that is this planet's heart. Please, pick an item, any item, and cast it into the hole. And with that
You
one,
have an item I can borrow?
no, it has to belong to you. It has to be. It has to be important to you.
I mean, the only magical item in my possession is this. I summon my hand cannon, but it's me. I'd have to throw me into the hole, and I don't think it works like that. Maybe.
Rupert just like standing next to you, realizing that you have gotten yourself into like a bit of a fix, stands next to you and just like,
Yep.
and he hands over he like tosses his cutlass into the hole.
Huh.
And you all see
Oh,
it.
look,
Just,
my cutlass that I definitely own.
I was holding it for him. And as it goes, you do. All of you that took damage from that lightning thing, you all recover 2 HP.
Wait. I feel better.
What the heck?
Roll me. Who is mages? Who is a mage? I think Howl's the only mage, and he's drunk right now. So,
Mr. Howl, would you like some water? You're not standing straight, right?
Water might be a good idea. Thank you.
Alright.
yeah, you're
Here
real
you
close
go.
to that edge.
Let's maybe take 2 steps back from this hole.
Taking 2 steps back.
Absolutely. All right. So yeah, you step away from the edge, and I think while you are Cass, you see you definitely see a cat that is looking down from above, almost like he is scouting out the town.
Excuse me, but mind if I go walk around town for a bit? You know, kind of.
Oh,
Take
help
in
yourself!
time.
Help yourself! We know that you are all faithful. Like you not faithful. It's like you can see the healing ability of what we have here now. Like you've experienced it, you feel it deep within yourselves, correct? Like everything must be cast into the hole and then we can heal the world.
Oh. It's that easy, huh?
Uh-oh.
It's that easy.
I give my comrades a what the fuck expression.
The ants would have never had the hardships that they had if they had just found peace in the hole.
Valentina clenches their fists.
Valentina, you see Rupert like with his hand on one of his guns, like looking at Valentina's clenched fist. It's like, is it go time? Is it go time? Because it could be go time.
Okay.
I'll look at Rupert, take a deep breath, and just shake my head slightly.
You see him like lower the hammer on his revolver and like put his coat back over it. Because no, wait, he doesn't have a coat. He's just naked, wearing a holster. So, somebody's. I rolled a 45 on that second penny slot. So somebody threw a pair of binoculars into the hole. Whee!
So that was a nice pair. Okay, there it goes.
They're just like flying down the hole. Flynn and Valentina, can you both give me a 20-sider while Cass is like wandering into the city?
Yep.
So we got an 18 and an 8. But the 18 is good enough. Flynn, you got your ears like perfectly carved out of this hat right now, so it's just like you're wearing your cowboy hat, but your hearing is not hindered in the least. As this goes, like falling down, you can hear it bounce off the walls a couple times, but then you most certainly hear what sounds like tossing something heavy into like a pile of pillows, like into like a blanket. And you hear that. Just like something caught those binoculars.
Well, isn't that curious?
Something wrong?
Oh, I don't know if I'm necessarily wrong, but it's definitely clever. Let's see here.
While you think on that, Cass, like, yeah, from your roll, you get away from the spiders, not without any real work, and like you go into like the main part of town, and there are some more of the folks that are native to this area. Like you know that these people live in Digburg, and all over the Bone Meal Sands. But you do see a cat wearing a hat that looks like he might be named Juxta.
Excuse me, partner. You looking for a man named Rupert?
I'm looking for Rupert, of course, but please, come, like, and he tucks himself, like, back into the shadows. He's like,
All right.
Talk a little bit more privately.
All right.
Are you one of Rupert's posse?
Of course I am.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So, how are we gonna do it?
Do what?
Kill all the spiders.
Oh. Oh, now. You gotta be careful when saying that.
That's why we're in the stock alcove. We're fine,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah, we're fine. They can't hear me. Fuck you. No. They might be able to hear me. I don't know. Quick. Act like we're having a different conversation.
Yeah.
Nice.
You got spare change?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, man. Did you need to like...
No.
Oh, this is the other conversation. Acting.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, are you by any chance the mayor?
Oh no, the mayor had to go see the nurse, and when he says had to go see the nurse, it is so much more ominous. Like, it seemed like when a spider says anything, it seems creepy, especially a spider in a plague mask. When Juxta says see the nurse, it sounds like he's being executed.
You didn't make that sound all too exciting. Especially compared to the good doctor over there.
Juxta looks over at the hole and sees like the rest of the group with Rupert, and he sees Rupert standing next to the good doctor. He's like, "Oh, this is terrible," and he's just like, "Okay, you brought U4. Did he bring the box?"
Yes. It's out in the wagon by the saloon.
Excellent. So here's what I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
He looks you up and down and sees your guns. He's like, "You fired a gun before I take it." What I need you to do is get to that box. Has he shown you how to use it?
Yeah, didn't even show me what's in the box.
I feel like that cat might be the death of us.
You and me both.
If this goes wrong, before we have a chance to take down that automated wagon spider, we're gonna be dead. So I need you to get to that. Hopefully there's instructions. I'm sure it's self-explanatory. It's a big gun. I'm sure you've got this one. It's like, I'm gonna run. If they have him out. They have him right there. They could just, he's out in public. He's hello's nowhere near. It's like,
All right.
We won't have a better chance. Can you get back there?
All right, fine. I'll try my hardest.
And Juxta puts out his paw. He's just like, juxtapose.
Cassidus. As I reach out and shake his hand.
Any surname there, Cassidus?
Nope.
You look like somebody I met before.
Don't we all?
He stops and he looks into the sky. He's like, I suppose we must.
I don't want to get too much into my past, but right now I know this town does in fact need rescuing from whatever the spiders want. Even if that hole does contain magic.
It's just like, I thought Rupert was gonna bring you all straight to me. I would have told you what's going on.
You know how Rupert is with forgetting names. Remember how you say he was gonna be the death of us? That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like, all right, I'll give you the signal, then you fire on that spider.
All right, I guess I'm gonna get my ass over to the saloon.
I haven't told you what the signal is.
Wait, Cass, Cass turns back around. Sorry, what's the signal?
And he holds up a stick of dynamite.
Oh, that's a pretty good signal, I do believe.
I think it's a good one.
Right. So,
All right, just so we are clear, and like the little bit of meta I will do for you guys. You guys do have communicators, and they are all like people can't hear you what you hear out of the communicator. It's a vibration thing. It's not an actual sound. You guys hear it inside yourselves when you're using the communicators. As long as you have AP. If you have 0 AP, your communicator does not work with you.
all right, then Cass radios all of the team. Yeah. All right, so I just met up with Rupert's contact, and these spiders seem to be having a hostile takeover. I don't know, Rupert. Mind if I ask what you brought, real quick?
Rupert's just like looking at her, and he's just like, "Oh, you guys sure got some real big guns out here. I'm sorry, you guys sure got some real big guns out here. You ever have to like put them in a giant box?"
All right.
And like when you're talking, you talk through the communicator though. So he's just like he's standing next to the spiders and at the hole.
Through the communicator.
One of Flynn's ears starts to pin back, but she tries to stop herself.
Isn't this a lot of spiders? The numbers.
Flynn's going to take her cowboy hat off. She's going to put a tracker in it, and then she's gonna throw it down into the hole. She said, "This is my favorite hat."
Like the hat, you guys watch the hat slowly drift down for like 6 years, and like the good doctor and the two spiders are like solemnly like they put their hands over their heart for the first part of it, but then it starts to get boring for them, and you hear their fingers like clicking on their chitin as they wait for the hat to go down.
While the hat's going down, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my nice little cloak and kind of sneak my way around to the saloon.
Oh, you're going to the saloon? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put on my nice little cloak that I may or may have not found.
Yeah. Cast, you're back at the saloon?
No. I'm gonna sneak my way over to the cart.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to give me a 20-sided for that one though. Like there are people watching out, but they are mostly like drinking and stuff, and some of the guards have gone with the good doctor. That's a 2. Alright, so with a 2, I think. Pinch it. Alright, one more time. Alright, it's a tough choice. So, your tough choice is this. You can sneak up to it and, like, you could start to sabotage it. Or what was your plan? Sorry, what was Cass going to try to do?
I was gonna sneak up to the little spider, and I was gonna kind of start trying to tear some wires out. Yes.
All right. So the tough choice is the same as Flynn got. You can get close to it and realize that you are about to be seen, and you feel the sniper's eyes on your back. Like, you feel that somebody is looking at you through a scope right now, and if you actually reach out to touch those wires, like, you are going to be shot. You can do it. You can do it, and you will hurt this robot, and you will hurt this machine and set it back a little bit. But you will then also be shot in the back for 4 damage.
And just like Flynn, I'm instead just gonna kind of reach down and fix my pants leg. Kind of look up into the wiring a bit.
All right. So, what I'll give you for that is you look through the wiring very similar to the way that Flynn did, and you see the hole in there. And you're looking at it, and you're like, you can see some stranger items. There's definitely like jewelry in there, and there's like a sword in there, a dagger. There's like, this thing is loaded with stuff, is what I'm saying.
Interesting. Okay. Cass just kind of moseys back over to the crew. So, and then Cass kind of leans in a little bit and tells Rupert, "So, I found where they're keeping all the town riches.
The hat
Maybe-
has finally hit in the bottom. Oh, sorry, that is important to say. The hat has hit something and stopped.
She mutters into her communicator, I wouldn't say all of it. Some for sure.
You see the good doctor is just like, hey, like him and his entourage are heading, now that they stopped, and they all say a quiet prayer. They start walking back to the spire, their saloon.
Flynn mimics doing also a quiet prayer when she's an eye shot of them.
Howl actually says a prayer for the hat.
It's felt. There's a lot of love in that hat. So, Rupert looks over, he's just like, okay, you met Juxta?
Oh, by the way, he said he was gonna give a signal about when he was gonna, when we were supposed to strike.
Oh, we need the gun. When was the signal gonna be?
And sucks at a breath.
He never told me.
Oh no.
It could be any minute. Quick, Howl, I need you to put together the gun.
Flynn decides that she's gonna jog to the wagon.
I'll come with you.
I'm so excited to put together a big gun.
Can you say that any louder?
I said it in the communicator. Plus, I'm best friends with Mr. Good Doctor now.
Yeah, Good doctor loves you.
Flynn, once they get there, will hop up into the back and kind of try to be a lookout while they're prying the box open.
And Valentina, you went back with them as well?
Yep, I'll be the lookout as they're tinkering.
And Cass, where would you have gone?
I'm also gonna go back to grab something real quick. I'm gonna go back and grab that kerosene.
Absolutely.
Kevin.
All right, Howl, you are still slightly tipsy, and you see it. You happen to see the sand shifts, and you recognize it as a sapphire sidewinder. It is a large snake, not like monstrously large, but about the size of a boa constrictor, but it has sapphire scales to it. They're razor sharp, but these things, if caught alive, are worth an immense amount of coin, but even dead, there's hide sells for a ton.
Hey guys, there's a big old sapphire sidewinder over there. Look at that.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you said what?
This is a sapphire sidewinder. Big snake. Big money.
Come on. Excuse me for a sec. I'm just gonna pull out my poison dart real quick. Just gonna make sure this thing falls asleep.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll. Oh. So that's a blowgun, correct? So Cass,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
As you shoot at it, you see the needle hit it, and you all hear just the tink, and the sidewinder like turns and faces you all, and like starts hissing, but is at the same time backing away. It's going further and further away from town. Like to continue attacking it, you guys are either like it has to be all ranged, or like you have to like leave the cart to get there.
You guys put more attention towards us with shooting off your guns around here. We're kind of in the middle of trying to put together our own gigantic gun.
get distracted.
Okay.
That snake's so pretty.
That snake is worth a lot of money.
I'm sure it is, but our lives are worth more than that.
Well,
We can compromise. Valentina's in the middle of screwing on a suppressor to one of the pistols. And we'll lay flat, take a breath, and line up a shot on a retreating distant snake.
Flynn covers her ears.
Well, I know far shot like gives you like a free hit, but can you roll me a 20-sider?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Alright. I'm gonna give that hit to it. What I know the tough choice isn't this isn't a tough choice roll, but I'm gonna triumph. There we go then.
Well, the
So, yeah.
ballistics on that. I thought that shot would have missed, but it just bounced it.
So in the fiction, the way that I'm gonna like make that triumph work, and like tell if you're not okay with it, say that you're not okay with it. I'm perfectly fine with that. Like you see Valentina like loading up the shot, but then there's a quick like flashback of it is Peanut like at the Warpletinger Labs, and he is loading the guns that were on the pool table with different bullets.
Cool.
And like he's like studying spider anatomy and like doing the math of how thick their carapace would be, and just you see him like measuring out the perfect amount of gunpowder. And it was not expecting you to shoot it through a silencer at any point. So like it's a silent shot, but it sounds like two rocks cracking together instead of a gunshot. But the silencer just turns like cartoon cigar exploding.
Oh. Officer Leo's not gonna be happy with this one.
But yeah, you see you just rip the spider's head right off with that 20.
Oh. Well, at least the hide sells for a lot.
Unless you were
Unless-
trying to trank it. But
I
that wouldn't
didn't
make
call
sense
it.
with what we just did narratively.
Nope, I'm gonna scurry over to the hide. How long is this thing compared to an ant, by the way?
I think you're like 3'5". This is 3 of you, basically. Oh no, 2.5 of you.
I'll pick it up and hold it over my head triumphantly, and then run over to the wagon. Toss it in
turns
there.
and Rupert turns and he's like, "Say cheese," and then he has a camera with like the flashbulb that you hold on the side, and it's this huge like. Pew!
Mr.
Flynn
Cassidy,
is in the
did you
middle
see
of
that
assembly.
shot?
Flynn's in the middle of assembly, and it's all happening behind her, just like this snapshot. And she's just like rolls her eyes and goes, "Y'all," and then just keeps like putting together the railgun.
Yeah. So Howl and Flynn both give me a 20-sider as you're both working on the. Like, that's a rough 5 from.
That is very rough.
But the Howl's there to like pick up. So you unbox this, and it looks like the top half of a revolver. It just doesn't like. Imagine if the top of a revolver was a single load, so like the barrel, but it does have the hammer, and it just doesn't have a trigger on it. It just has a little like cord to pull to fire like a cannon. And it looks like a nautical cannon combined with a 6-shooter barrel. And on the side of it, you just see Whopper, and then the shell on the ground, which is huge. Again, like it's like watermelon size, but it's a shell. It just says Whopper Jr. on it.
Flynn is very overwhelmed by just the entire look of this gun.
Rupert like sticks his head in. How's it going? And what mistake did Flynn make that Howl then like caught and then just like made it so it wasn't a problem? Like, I'm not saying that like you didn't do anything like stupid. You just aren't used to like this gun. Like what makes this gun different than things that you're not used to and that Howl might be used to based on his working at Fish Stinger?
I was gonna say, potentially, as they were unboxing the thing, the giant watermelon-sized round rolled over her foot. But I guess that's not a mistake. That's more like
No,
well,
that's fine. If you want it to be that, that's perfectly good.
yeah.
All right, Howl.
She wasn't paying attention.
How's Howl feeling about this gun once it's like put together?
Howl's on cloud 9 right now. Big gun, big boom. Very excited to fire off Whopper Jr.
It's a Whopper Jr. and a Whopper bun. But yeah, so I think with that 16 and following the failed roll then turned into A success. This is hear in the distance. It's like you hear a ruckus going on in town, like a whole group of people arguing. And then you hear what can only be a stick of dynamite exploding.
Oh. Sounds like our cue.
Buckle up, everybody.
Oh, are we riding the wagon into town? I didn't know that.
Ooh.
And yeah, you guys are gonna hear Rupert just yell, "Yeehaw! Yeehaw!" as he pulls both of his guns out and holding the reins by his teeth as he rides directly into town with the business end of the cannon facing forward. Wait, probably facing sideways.
I don't know if there's still bugs around. I'm just gonna try and focus bug signals as hard as I can and just give a bit of a warning. Like, if you're not willing to fight, you better leave. Just a big old broadcast message.
Absolutely. So you guys do start to see like a lot of the people that are like in the brightly colored clothing, they are jumping into their houses, and you just hear their doors slamming and like the wooden locks getting thrown on the doors, all the shutters like slamming closed. It's like, unless you guys do something absolutely terrible, I will not hurt innocent people.
I see exactly why you brought this gun for.
We gotta shoot the wagon.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys are flying into town on your wagon, on Rupert's wagon. It has his name right on the side.
I'm gonna climb up on top of that wagon canopy and just yell, "Hail to the Queen!"
And like you guys see spiders everywhere. Like I'm setting the map up to get rid of all the other people. So like charging through the city on this, spiders are like firing off of like balconies at you.
I will fire back.
Any of y'all got anything flammable?
Oh, I got this here kerosene.
I can
Exactly.
literally create fire whenever. I got you.
I think it's about time to.
What are we setting on fire?
The saloon? What do you think?
All right.
I'm so happy to be here.
All right. So this is the down the street scene right now. Like you guys are like full on heading towards the saloon. The saloon is ahead of you, but you guys have to like go through just a fucking wall of bullets. There are snipers. There are guys on the street with sawed-off shotguns. Again, they're all spiders, so they are holding multiple weapons. Like, there's a guy on the street coming at you with a shotgun, but his other two hands have, just fucking 6 shooters, and they're just going ham. So, everybody roll me a 20-sider and narrate how you're taking care of them. Rupert's driving, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, Flynn? What's Flynn doing in this moment right now? What is Flynn successfully doing?
Flynn is successfully using her firearm, pistol,
Absolutely. And just like
firing away at one of them. Oh, sorry.
oh yeah, a guy just like comes out of like not a saloon style doors, like it's a barbershop. You see its like face is still half covered in shaving cream, but like he starts like firing at Flynn with like 4 guns. How does Flynn take him out?
Her ears pinned back. Her eyes are just over the edge of this wagon, and she points and just has that shot perfectly lined up and shoot right into his throat.
You just hear, and the spider just like falls on its face. You see, like inside that place is one of the like colorful people, that was like getting ready to shave him, and they see what's going on, and they just walk up, push him out the rest of the way to the door, and then shut the door behind him. Like that, like you see like basically not silver, like a metal plate door come down from the top. All right, Valentina, what is Valentina doing that is successful? Like as you're like flying down here, like guns out, all of these spiders like going nuts.
Valentina looks at the sheer amount of spiders, sees all those limbs, armed and dangerous, and she thinks to herself, just gotta reduce the amount of limbs, and then it's an even fight. And she'll be up top on the wagon, spraying kind of frantically, but firing a heavy volume of fire. Just at anything that shoots their direction, just responsibly.
You see multiple like spiders like getting like having the bullets come, so they knock over like a horse trough, but you guys haven't seen a single horse, so what the hell? And like start firing behind it. One of the guys gets hit and falls off the balcony, just and hits the ground. And it's all just like going ham. Howl, what was Howl trying to do? And what went wrong with it?
Howl's having the time of his life right now, so he's like hanging over the side of the carriage, hand cannon just firing. It's probably a bumpy ride, so he's probably not hitting everything that he wants to, but he's having a good time.
Absolutely. I'll let for your tough choice, I will let you you can wound 2 of them, or you could just straight up kill one.
We'll straight up kill one of them.
Alright, what's that look like?
In the chaos that is Howl bouncing around firing a gun, there's probably like
card.
But
Howl and Flynn, are one of you gonna shoot the Whopper?
I
I
will
want to
not.
shoot the Whopper so bad.
All right, roll that Whopper. Oh, a 19, and somebody's gonna make that a 20. I know it, so I'm just gonna narrate as though it was that 20. So, you fire the Whopper, and you, Howl, you know a lot about firearms. You make custom firearms. That is like your job. That is what you do. This thing is the most insane shot. Like, the second like you pull the thing, you see Rupert dive forward, and he brings both of the he brings Truffles and Maple down with him to keep them safe. And like it still drags the wagon back like 40 feet after like the brakes were engaged. Like you smell burning wood and metal. That's how bad like the wagon was forced back as it rips completely through this spider wagon. Like completely. There's nothing left of him. You do see like there's basically a safe, which was his inner workings, and that was it. Like with a 20 with the Whopper Jr. kills anything.
This is the best gun I have ever fired in my entire life.
Flynn
Thank
has
you.
a tear in her eye, looking at all that machinery just blown to bits.
I designed it myself.
Okay,
Rupert,
yes.
you're my hero.
Cass kind of sees it from afar, and it's just like, well, looks like that's the end of that one.
In my head, it's like, what if like a Kamehameha had a bullet shell in front of it? Is how it looks. I couldn't figure out which layer that thing was on.
Also, I'm gonna Cass pops a HP shot that was given to him.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. And Flynn, you were gonna. Is Flynn holding the kerosene, like the red jar of kerosene? Is that what's happening?
Flynn was getting ready with the kerosene.
Okay. Yeah, Flynn, you have nothing in your way. Everybody, like, you see the spiders, like, with their eyes covered by their hands to block out the light that was the Whopper firing.
All right. She's gonna go for it. She's gonna lob flaming kerosene, or soon to be flaming kerosene, at the saloon.
And then Howl's gonna kindle it on the way. Absolutely, I love it. Both of you two, Howl and Flynn, give me that roll. We'll take the highest.
See how it goes. Here goes nothing.
16. The 16 carries it though. Flynn rolled a 5, but Howl rolled a 16. And then, so it goes out, and it just spins end over end. This is like your ye old red container of kerosene, like in a metal tin situation. I don't know if they stored kerosene that way, or if it'd be blue or red. But how do you use Kindle? Like, it says you rub your hands together, but you don't. Is it a snap? Is it just like almost like a prayer? What's the hand action when you do it? Do you do finger guns?
So I wait for the kerosene to be right where I need it to be, like right next to the saloon, and then Howl just kind of stands up. He already has like a tear in his eye from firing off the Whopper, and he gives it the finger guns, fires it off.
And yeah, Flynn, you like when you threw it out there, like how was Flynn going to light it without Howl's help? What was the plan?
The plan was making a bit of a fuse with some of the fabric from her shirt, and then she was going to like soak it and use like some sort of like lighter, like something on her metal to spark it and then throw. But he was talking about kindling.
So yeah, the way that I think it went down, and like again, correct me if you think it's wrong. You throw it, and then like a bullet just goes right past and catches your fuse, and so that it wasn't on fire. And then, Howl stands up, exactly as he says, does the finger guns, and the sniper that had shot off the fuse is the guy standing right behind it as the fire just whooshes over his body, and you see just an on-fire spider rolling around and then falling off the balcony and onto the ground. He's on fire. Or the fire's on him.
Oh. It's not likely to come back from that one. Hey, you up there!
It's just
Oh,
like, go ahead.
did Cass make it back to the car? Or...
Oh, 1 second. Cass is about to have their own, like Cass and Valentina have their own situation.
Okay.
And that'll be 1 second. You hear from the inside, like this spider on top of it is like running for his fucking life. He is like hurt. He is running. He's just like, he throws his guns down and he's out of here. And you hear the good doctor's voice from the inside. Just like, well, this seems entirely too rude. And he's just like, you hear his like legs cracking the floor. He's just like, I invite you into my town. And then it cracks the floor. And it's just like, and all I ask is a little tithe. And it just like, cracks the ground.
How now?
And it's just like, I'm going to have to introduce you to my nurse. And then we're going to cut back to here. Valentina, you've jumped off the wagon after Cass's, and you two are both lined up face to face down the street with a spider. And they are standing right next to you. Like the one up here standing next to Valentina is actually looking at Cass. And the one standing next to Cass is looking at Valentina. And this is 1,000% a shootout, like situation, like a quick draw. Like they are waiting for it.
Cool.
I wait for the tumbleweed to roll past us.
Oh shit, I have the tumbleweed token.
Eyeballing these spiders.
Okay. Cass in pain. Cass is still a little pain, but he's kind of lining up, looking at the other spider that's looking at him. Eyes glaring right at his gun, and then up to his head.
You see one of the spiders like reach up, pull a toothpick out of its mouth, and like flick it to the side. You need a count?
Nah, sir. I fire.
Oh shit! like that one's gun goes just like flying. Like one of its guns goes flying. So, Valentina, roll me 2 20-siders. And you got to get higher than this 1 20-sider of mine. Oh, that one's rough. So, Valentina rolled a 3 and a 4. And this spider, one of its guns has gone flying. And then 3 bullets come flying back at Valentina and just pierce.
No.
3 shots to the chest.
I stumbled backwards.
I think that
Okay.
that starting has the guy across from you cast. He is drawing, so it's in slow motion right now. His hand is going down. His hands are going down to his guns. Like you have.
Okay. Cass instantly looks back and draws his with the speed of lightning almost.
Yeah.
Pretty much ready to take a shot at its head.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this. 20 side. I'm gonna roll a 20 sider. You're gonna roll a 20 sider.
All right.
And this is a tug of war situation. It's not like, yeah, that 2's bad for me. Yeah. So you blow that spider's head clean off.
And then I'm gonna instantly turn to the other spider, and then I instantly turn to the other spider, and also blow its head off.
Yeah. I think with a 17 to a 2, you definitely. Oh, like. Do you do one of the cool things where it's like your other arm doing it?
Oh no, this is essentially. This
Oh,
is
same
essentially.
gun?
Yeah, this is like a very fast draw.
Oh, fuck
It's
yeah.
like so Cass draws, shoots the guy in the head, and then instantly turns and shoots the other guy in the head from the hip as well.
Oh yeah, they go down and they do the spider thing where they writhe a little bit and then their legs all curl up.
Valentina's on their back, looking up at the sun.
Okay. Cass kind of does a little flare trick, puts his gun back in the holster, and just says to himself, "Still got it." And then he walks, and then he kind of jogs over to Valentina. You good, Valentina? Good.
There is goo leaking out of Val's exoskeleton right now. But the one
Yeah.
weak thumbs up will go to the sky and say, Mr. Cassidus, I came to rescue you.
Well, that's very kind of you. And then Cass yells out, "Is there a doctor in this town?"
Just the good one. You hear from behind a door.
All right. I know. Cass.
Is it bad? It feels kind of bad.
It
It
looks
looks
like
kind of bad.
All right. I got an idea. Wait here. Well, sounds even worse. Cass kind of runs to the hole, and then basically he grabs that the devil's left hand and he chucks it in there.
Oh, you chuck the devil's left hand into the pit.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay. That's cool. You hear it hitting something, and you don't feel any effect. Like, you see, at the hole, roll me a 20 sider. Roll me 2, because I really like what you're doing here. 11, not 13. All right. So Cass, you see at the where the good doctor was when you were casting the items into the hole. You see like aerosol like a drug. It's from bone meal, and you recognize it from up at Dry Dock as well. The upper class use it. It's what we would call morphine. Like, it's an aerosolized version. While he was preaching, he was spraying this out, so you all felt better temporarily. Like, it did heal you that 2 HP. That happened. But, like, you know for a fact this is a scam. God, I loved that devil's left. You hold on to a 20. Like you get a 20 later this game. Instead of rolling, you just tell me you use it.
Well, I'm gonna take the devil's left hand out of my inventory. All right. Well, with definitely a fire in his eyes, he goes back up to Valentina, says, huh. You think you hold on a little longer there?
I salute.
I think there's enough in this vial to heal 2 HP from Valentina. I'm gonna let that rock. If you want to. Like you could hold it for evidence, or you could give it to Valentina.
I'm gonna Cass gives it to Valentina, and then on top of that, I'm gonna also puncture him with an HP shot. Cause I have 2 HP shots given to me.
Valentina, you are pumped on adrenaline right now. Like you are ready to fucking go.
I stand up, raise my clawed arms in the air, and scream a war cry.
Hey, everybody, any spiders near you, you actually see them shudder away. Like, the second Valentina hits that war cry, there's actually a moment of fear from them.
All right. Looks like you fired up. Let's go meet up with the crew.
Thank you, Mr. Cassis. I owe you big.
I'm moving Maple and Truffles out of the way, as well as the wagon, so you guys don't have to worry about hurting them. Like, so they are safe. I did not ask permission to borrow those from the players, so we can't kill them. But, so Howl and Flynn are standing at the door, Magic Strike and fucking, like, they're ready to open up on whoever steps out of that door. And you see the good doctor is one of the people who steps out. Are you firing as soon as the good doctor steps out? Is that the plan?
Very much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna supercharge the magic strike too, so it does 4 damage and automatically hits.
Fucking metal. Flynn, what you got for me? Just shooting it?
I'm going to try and shoot at that plague mask.
Yeah, sure. Flynn, you give me that 20-sider.
Okay.
Oh, 17. I don't think you have 3D dice on, but that's okay for right now. So 17, and you see the like you see Howl's magic shot go fly into him, and then you see Flynn's shot like follows and like clips the gas mask, the plague doctor's mask. And when it comes up, he just has a spider face under it, like the Predator situation, and his like mandibles like constantly moving. And you see he has the way that a lot of people in westerns are like chewing on a toothpick or like a haystack. It's just like it looks like a finger is dangling out of his mouth. Humanoid-ish. Maybe a little bit feline, like, but much larger than Flynn or Rupert.
How's that mayor taste?
And is it just shot me? I'm a doctor.
Perceptive.
Why would you shoot me?
She will try and shoot him again.
Oh, 1 second. As you go to like reload, he's just like, I'm just gonna have to call my nurse. 1 second. I don't know why moving tokens is such a problem for me sometimes. All right. And she comes flying out of the place, and she's just in a rampage situation. Cass, you do not recognize whatever this is.
No.
Like, she is covered in blood, and she has 4 humanoid limbs and then an additional 8 limbs that appear to be coming out of her neck, the ends of which do not appear to be claws. They do appear to be almost syringe-like. And she is flying out of this door at you all.
Flynn steps back, embraces herself, and she takes aim at the nurse.
Yeah. How about Cass and Valentina? What you two got? You just you show up, you see Flynn and Howl fire at the good doctor, and then the door bursts open, and this thing staring at you.
Is it charging straight at us, like off the rip, or?
Yeah, it's charging directly in the center of you. It looks large enough that it's going to try to swipe out at everybody in the area.
After you,
Cass,
Mr. Cassidy.
No, Cass is gonna do a quick kind of he's gonna step back and then kind of jump backwards, and also again do a quick draw on it.
Absolutely. What's Valentina doing while this is happening?
Seeing Cass backstep in that direction, I'll dash the opposite direction that he is and go to flank. I'll try to get this thing's attention and just yell, "You're not a real registered medical professional. You're fake. You're phony."
What a terrible thing for an ant to say. 20 siders from both Val and Cass, please. All right, so Cass, you are being charged down, and you fire a couple times, and it just bounces off this thing as it bears down on you. What do you do when Valentina, how do you save them? And Cass, how do you take advantage of that moment?
If this thing is not listening to my taunts, I'm going in. I'm gonna just try and clamp down into the dirt and grab one of its legs and just try to hold it.
Okay.
Hold it back.
Amazing.
Okay.
And with an 18, Valentina, when you grabbed it by one of its, because it's only walking on 2 legs. So when you grab that one and hold it, it trips and falls, face down. But then it starts trying to walk by its, face legs and its arms, pulling, skittering itself towards, Cass. And Cass, that's it. It's, on the ground, but it's still coming at you quickly, but Val is, holding it as hard as little ant body. Well, and we've already seen how strong that ant body is.
Can't hold it, Mr. Cassidy. Do it.
Okay. Cass quickly loads in one of these null rounds that he's been saving, and then he just and then quickly fires at one of its little legs.
Absolutely. One of the little ones?
Yeah. Actually, it'd be
yeah, you can blow 2 of those off in one shot. Just rips right through, and it screeches and it rolls around, and the good doctor's but wow, that, and they panic. You see a charm hanging from the nurse's neck that is definitely a shield charm, that you just blew right through.
You see, good doctor, you ain't never heard of no metal before. But, I got him. And that's what it does.
It's just like the good doctor raises his hands, like his the spire burning behind him. We all hear like the crackling flames, and he's just like, "No need to be rude. No need to be rude. We can just see ourselves out." It's just like, clearly, you're invested in this little town. That's fine. You've already killed most of my soldiers. I'll just hop on. Well, not that wagon. I'll just see myself out of town. How's that sound? Me and her will never bother you again.
I do want to ask this. Does Cass know that there is a bounty on the good doctor?
There is. Roll me a 20-sider. Yeah, there is a bounty on him. Dead only.
Dead only. Mm-mm.
Without knowing that, Flynn's gonna call over and say, "You're gonna leave us, that other wagon of yours. Otherwise, you're gonna end up just like your friends here."
It was like, yeah, you wouldn't want to. And all of a sudden, you just hear Rupert's gun fire. As Rupert has to make a tough choice. Alright. So, the good doctor is going to reach behind himself and pull out his gun.
Oh, little help.
Oh, well, alright. Absolutely. So, you see Rupert aiming, and he was aiming a little low, and then he just tracks where Cass's arm is, at the exact angle Cass's arm is, and just like this, and he blows off two more of the nurses head things, head legs, and it screams, and it's flailing around. It kicks Valentina off, and just you just see it just come flying at Flynn. Flynn, it's coming down at you with just this huge claw. It's trying to get to Rupert, but you're in the way.
Okay.
So
she had her gun ready.
Absolutely. So yeah, give me that roll.
All right, we'll see how this goes.
Flynn, shoot it down. Oh, tough choice.
Whoop.
All right, so we got a 6. So tough choice. Flynn, you can shoot the shot and stand there and just body block for Rupert, who is lining up another shot. So you can do double damage because you and Rupert will both shoot at this thing. Or alternatively, you can dodge out of the way and Rupert will fire, but this thing will be in Rupert's face, tearing at him shortly.
Rupert's tinier than her, so she's gonna body block.
So just Flynn, what does Flynn's gun look like? Is it just is it the stock standard? Is it the Luger style that we've been using? Is it a revolver?
It is this. It's the standard. It's
Okay.
what was the issued. Yeah.
All right. And then over over Flynn's shoulder, but far enough away that he's not making you deaf because that's rude. Or we're all wearing earplugs. I don't care which one it is. Is just Rupert comes over with the crumple corn. It is his revolver. It's huge. It shoots 50 cal rounds. And he pulls the trigger and you just see Rupert go flying backwards because he's still terrible at, holding it.
Mr. Rupert.
I'm good. But you guys see Flynn and Rupert's bullets don't have as much effect, but you can see the null metal is burning away this thing on the inside. It's smoking from the hole that Cass put in it.
Is the good doctor trying to like kind of run away on foot during this whole chaos?
The good doctor is like looking back and forth. He is stuck on the porch between the flames and you all. These fires are like, it's growing. He cannot get past you without like interfering with the nurse.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch, and I believe I also have like one of those anti-magic bullets.
Oh yeah, like Val definitely has one.
I'm gonna look at it
Oh, Howl, you have one of those as well.
and get Cassidus's attention. Just hold it up. I'll gesture to throw it at them.
Are you tossing it? Valentina tosses it to Cass.
Mr. Cass.
Howl, what are you doing right now? You see, like, Rupert's being, like, attacked. The bar is going up in flames. All the spiders seem to be, like, running away except for these two.
Howl thinks he has a really good idea right now. He remembers that he has one of the null bullets, which is cool. But what I would like to do is I want to toss that big old nurse right at the doctor.
Oh, for sure.
We're gonna dump 5 AP into that so we can do 10 damage.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, roll me that 20-sider.
Oh.
Why is everybody rolling a 3? Alright. Does it change? Are we keeping it? I don't know yet. But, like, so how does it go wrong? What's it look like when you just... Yeah, confidence is gone. What's it look like when you just can't lift it?
Oh,
He looks like he's trying real hard.
Pinch hitter.
Oh, pinch hitter. All right. So you're trying real hard, and let's see if like reality changes around it.
You know, Flynn shouts, "Come on, Howl!"
Howl starts bleeding from the nose. Oh, one more roll, Howl. 13. 10 more. Look at that. So yeah, like, what's it look like? Yeah, because you are struggling, like, at first. It will, like, this nurse will not move. Like, her claws had, like, dug into the ground, and she's going after Flynn. And Flynn, it's like, does Flynn fight like a cat, like, jumping between its legs and, like, appearing behind
100%.
it, like, shooting in the back, like, really just, like, fucking tangling up its feet? Like, Rupert's
Yes.
doing that, too. 100, like, and Rupert's, like, body checking its legs, almost like a wolf would, because that's how much Rupert weighs. He's far too dense. So,
Yeah,
like,
she's
Rupert,
going
Okay.
just complete chaos. Now that they're like right up against each other, she's just like wailing on this thing as much as she can. Like she's probably got claws that have gone through gloves, and she's trying to slash at this thing. And like hissing and spitting.
just like Rupert has pulled out one of those like retractable batons with a ball at the end. It's like, and it's just started smacking this thing in the kneecaps. Don't know where he got
She's
that.
just going straight for its face. Like,
Right. And so while that's happening, Howl, you manage to like get a hold of it. You're able to like just finally Jedi force this one. Like, you got it. You figured it out. And then you just like hurl the nurse at the good doctor. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I throw my hands out, definitely have a nosebleed, because this is the hardest I've tried at anything in a very long time. Tattoos start to glow, so we're getting into it, and I raise my hands above my head. Nurse lifts up, and I yeet this thing right at the good doctor.
Yeah, and that just smashes the good doctor all the way through like the window and back into the flames. and you guys just hear him screaming inside and like trying to get out, and you see Rupert looking in and just firing through the wall to keep him in there. But Cass, you catch the bullet out of the air and you see we're doubling the successfulness of that. So yeah, Howl, you did 20 damage to the good doctor and squished him. And like he's in fire screaming, but he's dead. He can't move a limb.
Ooh.
Unless you guys are getting in there to get him. Like he is dead.
No. Might need to get his skull though. Once we get out of this.
But Cass, you catch the bullet. You got a big fuck you revolver, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
So, Cass, that bullet, you slam it right in, and like the nurse is standing up and just like roars, and that when she roars, her mouth that you have not noticed her have yet opens, and it's huge. Imagine so. Her chin is here, like so. You expect her mouth would open like that. It opens down to her where your belly button would be. That's how big their mouth is, and it's like all teeth. But like you look at the teeth, and they don't look like bone or anything. They don't look soft, but they're slimy and they're wet. As she's roaring at you. And you're up, whatever you're after.
With the no bullet, Cass unloads all the empty casings out of his revolver, loads in the no metal, spins it right till just about it gets to where it you pull the trigger back, it loads in the round.
Absolutely.
Cocks his handle back, aims right in between the eyes, and says, "Looks like the show's over." And I use that nat 20.
Absolutely. And you blow its head right off. Or like it's just fucking gone. And like its body like hits the ground. And you see a lot of blood come out of this thing. A lot. As it like pumps into the dirt, like into the sand around the area. And Rupert's just like, okay. Good job. I knew you could kill spiders.
Okay. Cass then Cass then does a little showboating with his gun and flips it back in his holster. And then looks at Rupert. And it says, "Yeah, I think we damn sure know how to kill spiders."
It's like you start to hear the last pops of the good doctor's corpse inside the building.
Ale. Anybody got some water? Throw in that thing.
I always carry water. It's just a tiny canteen.
Don't worry. There is a bounty on him. Oh. Well. There's a bounty on him. I will say that.
Rupert just looks over at Cass. Oh, okay. And Rupert pulls out his pocketbook, which just looks like one of those corn purses, but it has like the Wanderpus symbol on it. No, not the Wanderpus symbol. It has like a teal skull with succulents on it all over the purse. And he's just like, "I saw you do it. I'll pay up." And you look at the bottom of the bounty for the good doctor, and it just says Rupert is the one hiring people to kill him.
Oh, good lord.
I didn't want to take any chances. Sometimes you guys royally fuck up.
It's true.
No.
You're not wrong.
just because it's true don't mean it hurt. A little.
I think this one's pretty smooth. Maybe step back from the burning saloon. But
We might want to step away from the burning building.
You think?
I don't know if we can put this one out. It was really dry
Gas
out here.
looks at Valentina. We might need to go see doctors as well.
Yeah, I think
the adrenaline is kind of wearing off for both of us.
Yeah. I really like this outfit too, and now there's holes in it.
Once things settle down a little bit, Flynn is going to take a treat out of her bag that she had been saving. And she's going to offer it up to them. It's one of the blue honey bars.
Oh.
Like it'll heal you.
Oh, is that for me and Valentina? Is that for?
I mean, there's one of them, unless you two want to share it.
I mean, that's up to Valentina.
I'm okay. I'll be good. No more spiders, right?
You guys have scared all the spiders out of town with just a massive amount of damage. And
Yep.
like Juxtapose comes walking over and he's like his hat is still smoking from like whatever he was doing. And like you did keep hearing explosions go around the town for a while. And he's just like, well, hello there. I'm glad that we managed to make that work. You got all the spiders as far as I know. Like, did you deal with the doctor? I didn't see his body.
Ooh.
Let's just say, it's sitting in a burning silo. Or a burning saloon, my bad.
Oh. Well, I didn't like that building anyway. It's just like, he looks down and he's just like, he takes a rope and like that has been down there for a while and he starts pulling it up and it has the cowboy hat that was thrown down there on it, but it also is attached to a whole bunch of spider webs. Like it's a bunch of like cobwebs. It's just like, it's too far down to see, but those spiders just got a web down there. There's no magic. It's all just a scam.
Well.
Yeah, Flynn's gonna take her hat back and put it on and take the tracker out of it. Well, that was gonna be an adventure that didn't bear much fruit, I suppose. Thank you for the hat.
Wait. I just realized something. Aren't all our weapons down here as well?
So yeah, but we'd have to like, you guys got like climbing gear. We'd have to do a whole expedition to go get stuff back.
You know what? I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, you guys come on back as soon as you guys put together all your gear and like muster up yourself a little spelunking crew. We can have a day of it. You guys, I gotta warn you, like, if you go into the like further than where that web was, it gets dangerous though. There's things living down there that don't make sense.
I believe them.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I've heard stories of people coming out of there with some of the biggest pearls on the face of this planet.
Pearls are interesting and money's great, but the power that hints at down there. All of you roll me a 20-sider. And unless nobody bother to change it. Because unless one of them naturally rolls a 15 or higher, I'm not. Fuck. All right, Valentina sees it. Hey,
Wait,
Valentina.
I think I see something.
Valentina, when you like looking, you get a moment of that Call of the Void situation, You know what I mean? Like you want to look over the edge further than you normally would. Like you guys see Valentina at the edge of it, kind of like in a perfect L looking down. Like way too close, but Valentina's a bug, so they got pretty good balance. And also, I don't know if Valentina can die from fall damage. Because ant. And like, you see Juxta has been like pulling up this web for a while, and he's been like, Rupert's been helping, and some of the townsfolk have been coming out and being like, oh, okay, fuck, the spiders are gone, cool. And pulling up all that spider web. And Valentina, as like the last bit of it goes down, you are 1,000% sure this hole just blinked at you.
I'm awestruck for a moment.
And then you just hear in the back, kiki.
This is gonna be one hell of a mission report.
Hey, Valentina, you look you just saw a ghost. You good over there?
No, I have holes in my shell, but it might be doing something to my eyes.
Possibly. I don't know.
Who's gonna help me load this? As you
I'm
see,
just-
Rupert is standing next to the safe that was inside the wagon.
You gonna
I'm-
help
I'm
us this
on it.
time, birthday boy?
He holds up the slip. Anything I want.
Good lord.
Um,
Oh,
Rip
basis,
that
I mean.
paper up before we get home.
Nope. I'll attempt to help, I guess. In my broken ribs.
I've got you,
Huzzah.
Mister. No, sit down, Mr. Caslis. I got this.
How
So
are you?
yeah, you load in the thing, and he's just like, Rupert's just like, pleasure doing business with you, Juxta. You guys ready to go home?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems about
Yeah.
time for it.
He's like,
Chip.
he guys like maple and truffles at the front of the carts. He's like, yeah, and then just like leaves this town. Like this whole town was robbed, and that money was put into that safe. Then Rupert took it. I was like, I don't know if it's a hunt. Like you guys can like say that your characters don't realize what happened, but that is a choice that your characters can know. By the way,
Cass is just gonna kind of
oh, I'm sorry, Valentina's delving.
for the hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Valentina, you know, as you do delve, like there is like, so around the original area there are like pillars and stuff where that seem like a natural cave settings. Like you can see those, you can feel those. And the further down you go, it starts to become like constructed, deliberate. And the further down you go, each floor is like some different material. Each floor has like a different number of enemies, and like some of them are aware of up here and are eagerly waiting for you to come down.
I shiver.
It's just like there's something deep down there that is inviting you and almost challenging you. And Flynn, go ahead and roll me that 20-sider for Mimic. As we see
Alright.
Flynn like trying to get an eye on Rupert's note to Mimic. Okay, so you can guaranteed get it to work once. Flynn can do whatever they want with like forgery of the captain's signature once.
That's all I need.
And yeah, you guys are all just back on your wagon. The music's very funny for me right now.
Cass
We're gonna-
Cass is just gonna kind of look at the safe while he's in the back. Look at Rupert, kind of smirk, knowing Damn. Well, that's all. Let's all in there, and then just tilt his hat, fall asleep on the ride home.
Rupert's walking. I'm expensive. Do. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
And also happy birthday to Flynn. As she puts away the document.
Amazing. And that is the end of Griftwood. And yeah, you guys got it. Like we'll get you those gotchas for sure. Let me. So you guys are gonna have the first of the Griftwood gotchas.
Yeah.
GG's.
Yeah.
We almost killed Valentina. Like
I was so low. I was waiting for it.
I was like,
That was-
well,
I'm not gonna lie, there was a very creative side of me that just like really said, you know, maybe a small portion in Cass's head was really desperate.
The heck? Cass's killer to savior? What's going on, dude?
Well, Cass has always been Cass is a bounty hunter, but you know.
Love it.
yeah,
What a
this game went
blast.
really good, guys. I thought it
What
went amazing.
what a blast.
But we do have the Diggy Hole cards. They will be in Digburg. Let me thought to move us back to the Digburg map because I very much love it. I love our fucking cartographer. This is just a tiny part, not a tiny part, but it's just one part of the East Side's map.
it's adorable with the little Viking ship just kind of stuck there.
Oh yeah.
What the heck were those Vikings thinking?
They're-
What are they doing over there?
Was it Kitty Vikings?
You guys, I can't tell you stuff about it.
Yeah,
sadly,
yeah,
but
I
like,
understood.
Oh,
yeah, it's like there's a ask those questions, and like,
Okay.
why is Cassidius's home called Dry Dock? That's also a Cassidus. Why is it Dry Dock, and why is it built out of ships?
Cass has had a lot of stories, but Cass will never tell.
Oh, did Soki get?
What did Soki? Oh no, he got an apprentice. Oh my goodness.
No, I'll appreciate that. All right.
Look at the gods.
All right. So yeah, you guys did fucking stellar. That's amazing. I will give you coins and talk to you guys about like whether do you guys just all want a magical item from Dry Dock? Is that what you guys would like, or would you like cards or coins?
I mean, an item would be neat.
Absolutely. I'm more than
Nice,
happy to
sounds
give
fun,
you.
yeah.
Name.
Yeah, all right. I can make 4 magical items from Dry Dock. Not a problem.
Oh, do
And,
I
like-
also get the coins from that bounty as well?
Yeah. You'll get double paid from it.
Okay.
I'll actually give you all extra money for completing the bounty.
Jeez.
So I will send you all 200 coins. That store is going to be... We got a game with Bamman tomorrow, and when Bamman's around, I fill up the store with some more stuff, so...
Sometimes I defer characters to laugh and I muted myself.
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
wait,
I
there's
was
I
dying.
forgot.
Yeah, I
bounty
see that
at-
the whole safe got yoinked.
But I think Rupert probably took all that safe.
Yeah, I mean...
Hey, it's his
He
birthday.
paid his bounty and then said he took all this and just took the rest.
Rude.
Oh wait, we did. I forgot one more thing. We did get a little bit extra from the Loot Goblin.
Yeah, the Loot Goblin, the bounty. You guys are getting paid for this one, because, like, you guys can sell that skin, the Sapphire Sidewinder skin,
Nice.
and that'll give you a bunch of coins. Yeah, so you 4 are going to be rich.
Yeah.
Take jobs from Rupert.
Yay.
So thank you guys all so very much for playing this silly game with me.
Thank you. It was an honor.
You're welcome. Tomorrow we are going back into folk song to play a game with Bamman, Pim, Ento, and Eskra. That game is called Through the Fire and Flames. Good luck figuring out what that one's about.
Yeah, that one sounds intense and cool.
I thought this one was intense and cool.
I'm just saying that song has a lot of that song itself.
I thought this game was intense and cool. It's fine.
This is also cool.
No,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
saying.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I like your fake outrage. It's nice.
I do fake outrage all the time. So thank you all. Oh yeah. Yeah, we had. Oh yeah, I'll let Nika talk about that if she wants to actually say that out loud.
And we were merely just mulling over the possibility of it, but we haven't scheduled anything out.
Oh
for
yeah,
that.
yeah, because like we're so fucking busy. But I would like to thank all 4 of you for rocking the gag order card. I kind of felt like I was letting you guys down on that one. I needed to get in character more, and that's my fault.
It's a little bit
but you
hard to
guys
get in
all did
character, with Rupert's voice and not blow your pipes. So
right?
No.
It's tricky.
No, it's all good. It's all good, yeah.
So as a reminder for tomorrow, because it is a Bammin game, that means it is 2 hours later than normal. So we'll be playing at 7 p.m. Eastern or Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern.
Oh,
Just as a
Jeez.
reminder, it's the later hours, because that's when Bammin can make it, and we love Bammin and we want to accommodate him.
respect.
There's so many dead spiders.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys
Another
said I
battlefield.
can murder.
Woo!
Rupert hates spiders.
He does,
Confirmed.
that's
Like,
canon.
it's been confirmed.
Yeah, that's the law. Rupert can't stand spiders. He doesn't give a shit about basically any other bug, but he hates spiders.
The greatest birthday present, Spider Purge. Come on.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
Alright,
So thank you
we-
guys also. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we're gonna wrap here, so thank you guys so heckin' much.
Yeah.
We will- also, thank you everyone for going crazy on the card front. Good lord, thank you all so much. We will see you all tomorrow
Yeah,
for adventures.
for
Bye
adventures.
forever.
Big adventure.
Peace. Adios.
Bye.
Good night.